Welcome back to Misfit HQ. Drew and Hunter once again back at the Muscle Up rings. Today we are talking about the common fault of not staying connected to the rings during your turnover. Hunter is going to show you what that looks like here real quick. One heavy boy, please. Good. All right. Well, not good, but good doing the not good. If you're wondering what context you could have outside of this, it's the same sort of idea of over pulling in a clean or a snatch and thinking that that turnover is a completely separate movement that happens afterwards. We need those things to be connected. Athletes do a much better job of this on bar muscle ups. So it's one thing where you could go back and forth and say, okay, as I'm turning over on the bar, I sort of have to push down on the bar. I can't really let go. That wouldn't go so well. So with the muscle up, what we're looking for is all one motion with that hip extension, turnover, and getting the head and chest out in front of the rings. If we throw those hips really high, we sort of have that moment, that no gravity moment, and then we go through, it's going to be really challenging to continue to do that over and over. Now, when we're working on a skill, we're trying to improve it. We want to remove any and all variables that don't have to do with the problem. So what we're going to do today is remove the dip. That way Hunter can go through. I'm going to have him do a set of 3 where he is going to do his muscle ups focusing on pulling down and through the rings and not doing the dip. So he's not going to have to worry about where his lower half is in terms of getting up and then kicking back out, all that stuff. He is just going to do 3 no dip muscle ups with the focus of his turnover is 1. You can't even really tell where it starts and ends in terms of hip extension to turnover through the rings because he's maintaining tension as he pulls down. Good. So again, the purpose of this is to make sure that when you get tired, when your body tells you, when your mind tells you that you're so fatigued that you do have to heave and catch, that that's not the case. And the cue for athletes that are really good at muscle ups when they're fresh, but not so good when they start doing that, again, is to maintain tension with the arms as the hips extend and you go through. So now in this magical world, Hunter has just fixed his muscle up. We want to make sure that we always end the session with a great rep. So he is going to do a full muscle up with the dip, still thinking in his head, as I extend and get up over the rings, I'm going to maintain tension with my arms, my hands in the rings to turn over. Great. So again, if you're looking at this in slow motion, you would be able to tell that Hunter has that hip extension, that he doesn't lay way back and wait to turn over, and that there is no slack in his hands. As he turns over, he's active through that position. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get your first muscle up or if this is something that you struggle with when you really get tired. Practice the skill first outside of the workout, then bring it into the workout when this issue shows up. Give it a shot. We'll see you in the next one.